You're welcome to my channel. This is VsmDesigns. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when next I upload any video, you are going to be the first to be notified. If you're a returning fan, thank you for checking back. Today, I am going to teach you how to make this particular design. I am going to zoom it so that you will see it, and of course, you saw it on the thumbnail. So, without further ado, let us go straight to the table. You are going to need your color gum or any gum that you use for flap. Then the front panel of the clothes. So we are going to measure how long our flap is going to be. In this case, I want my flap to be around 15 inches. And the wideness of this flap or this placket, I cut my gum 1¾ inches, that is almost 2 inches, because I am going to sew off a part of it. Now you are going to gum it to the fabric. So after gumming it, you trim one part of it from the gum. Then you are going to fold it this way. Please make sure you add hemming gum inside here so that it's going to hold it in place. Then after that, you are going to trim the excess fabric, meaning that everything now is just from the gum. Then you are going to cut another gum, which will be the inner flap. I cut this one by 1 inch, but you can do it more than that, like 1½ inches, depending on what you prefer. Then you are going to gum it to the combination fabric that we are going to use for the inner flap. Then you also bend it the same way you did the main flap. This is the wrong side of it, that is the place that is going to be inside, and I want the width of my flap to be 1½ inches, and it is that 1½ inches that I am marking out here, and I'm going to rule it so that I will have a straight line on it. Now we just marked 1½ inches on the flap, and it is that 1½ inches that I'm going to mark here now, and 1½ inches divided by 2, we are going to have 3/4. So that is what I'm marking here now, and I don't want to use the beginning of the tape rule so that I will see what I'm doing very clearly. So you just make sure you mark your 1½ inches here. After marking it, you are going to rule it so that you are going to have straight lines here in such a way that you will be working with clarity. Remember that you are marking this on the good side of the front panel. I am marking 15½ inches because I know that by the time I trim the neck, it's going to be a bit shorter. So this is how we are going to place this flap here. Run thread on it and then bend it this way. But then let's go straight to the machine. So we are on the machine now. You are going to face the wrong side up, the wrong side of the flap, or the side that will be inside. Then you are going to start sewing from the place that you marked the end of your flap. Make sure that the straight line on the flap that you marked aligns with the straight line that you marked on the front panel of the clothes. The same thing applies to this particular side. You can also decide to mark a straight line the same way we did on the main flap, but this one I use the white straight line there to monitor it or to gauge it. So you are also going to sew the thread up to that very place that you stopped your flap. Make sure that both are equal. Make sure that one doesn't go beyond the other. As you can see, they are equal. The threads stopped at the same place. Then you are going to slice it open, and it's very important that this very place that you don't notch it beyond that thread that you stitched, the end of your stitching, and you make sure you don't cut part of your thread. So this is how what is going to look like after we must have finished. You fix this way. As you can see, this thing aligns perfectly with the opening. That is why you need to take accurate measurement of all that you are doing. So at this point, after taking it up to this point, the next thing you are going to do is to join the front to the back. Just go ahead and do your joining. We are going to continue with the design after we must have joined it, and this is the joining. So after joining it, you are going to as well trim the neck. So the next you are going to do now is to trim your neck, which I have just done. Then after trimming the neck, just take a look at what I'm going to do here. You look at this flap here. You are going to curve the upper part of it this way because we are going to pipe it. So you are going to bend it this way in such a way that you'll be able to pipe that place and it will relax. Remember that I have not run any thread here. I have not stitched the down part of this place, just as you can see. Now what you are going to do is to measure from the down part of the flap up to the round of the neck and know the length. Here I have 34 inches. So you are going to cut a strap, biased strap, just like the way you bias your neck piping. Here I have 36 inches, which is good enough in such a way that I don't have to join it. So now I am trimming off this so that I'm going to weave that particular part. Please make sure you weave it before you now enter this next step. So I am starting from the down part of that flap and I am piping it. Please make sure that you do your piping gently, especially when you get to this curved area. It is very important that you calmly do it so that you are not going to have a rough finishing. So once you get to this place, your piping just becomes normal. It's just the same way you pipe your normal neck. No difference, no difference. So you just go ahead and do your piping. When you get to this point, you cut the excess material, fold the excess, and then go ahead and sew. And I am also going to sew on the other side of the neck, and I am going to sew it up to the point that I want that flap to be open. Then I will stitch and stop. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to set this very well in such a way that that down part of it is not bending in any way. Then I am going to hold it firm, or you can use a fixed pin to hold it. Then you now stitch it very well so that the edges will be neat enough. Then you are going to cut off excess material under there. Now I am going to continue with stitching the down part of that flap. Remember the second side of the stitching that we did on the piping, so I use that to complete it. And here is our design. Now we are going ahead to work on the pocket. You need to draw a straight line, and the straight line will be a guide for you to have a perfectly straight pocket. If at this point you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so and turn on the notification bell so that when next I upload any video, you'll be the first to be notified. Don't forget to share this video and also like this video. So you are going to sew it this way, and the combination part of it, you are going to place it at the upper part of it. Then you sew it there, and also make sure that where you are starting and where you are ending your threads, both the upper one and the down one, that they are equal. Make sure they are equal. That's what I'm checking here. So if they are not equal, you make sure that they are equal. Then you are going to notch this open, just like I said when we are doing the flap. Make sure that you don't over notch it. And meanwhile, what do you think is causing my video to get blurred at some point? What do you think? Why do you think it's doing like that? Because some of the videos I've made in the past, I did not post them because at a point the blurring became too frequent and too much that I could not really post the videos. Please, I would like to get your opinions on the comment section. So you are going to turn it this way, and you keep adjusting it until it fills up that opening, just like the way you are seeing me do here. You keep adjusting it, and when you are satisfied with it, you now stitch on it the same way this other side. You stitch now. I am going to show you something here now. Let's see the inside of it. Here now, you can see this is the wet pocket. I am going to add hemming gum to it so that it's going to be firm. So I've just added that hemming gum, and you can see this place is kind of firm. Then the next thing we are going to do is to run our pocket deepening. Is to deepen our pocket, and here we have our design. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to take it to people that do hand knitting, or for them to knit some buttons on top of the flap. See you on my next video. Thank you for watching.